It's go time, baby.
That's the most people we've
We're
ever
live in just a few seconds. We're live. We're starting live. We might be live. You're live.
Are we live?
Are we live? Because I don't want to play the song if we're not live.
We're totally live.
I think we're live. Play the intro, Davis.
All right, here it is, intro by Louis Scooper.
Little white stripes,
Yes, Little White Stripes. It's about back to school.
right? Maybe she can get us some Seven Nation Army for the next episode.
Oh, we can ask her that. I know she's a White Stripes fan.
Well, I mean,
Thank
that
you to Luis.
What? Yeah, thanks to
Thank
Luis.
you, thank you,
right?
Luis.
The Groovers. Directors, the Groovers are basically like the whole like Buzz Media music department, right?
Yes, Buzz Media Records.
Buzz Media
We're going to
Records.
talk about all of our conglomerates later today.
Right. We have
But,
several. And we got some announcements. So number one is we apologize for the technical difficulties. We have a new studio in the courtyard called Studio 5G because of the artistic Wi-Fi tower that we have out there. It appears as though the 5G isn't really true though.
Yeah, it seems like the 5G is not really working. So
When everybody is using the internet, it's a little difficult for us to do a live show from out there. So we're back in the friendly confines of Studio A.
Studio A, yes, the original Buzz Media studio.
That
for
is,
those
yes.
Buzz Media historians.
Right, I have some other announcements here. Sean White missing a couple laptops, so teachers check your emails. And Morgan Hickson also missing one. She will email later, right, Morgan?
Sure.
Right, director of social media, and
We have a lot.
we're gonna do some introductions in a minute. Let me get
Yeah,
to the
all right,
announcements.
there you
Didn't know a couple things. I bet you didn't know. One is that the sausage kitchen, which had closed, is in Lisbon, is going to reopen.
Whoa.
New owners.
Oh.
So that's big news. And there's going to be an apology tomorrow for these technical difficulties today. It may involve Jamie Gentura. Might not, but it might. And check us out on Instagram. Right? Tell us
Yeah.
about the gram, Davis.
Well, we do have our director of social media and marketing, Morgan Hickson.
Maybe that would be a good time to introduce her. Morgan, come on over.
Well, we got to be far apart though. You can just talk off camera.
Oh, yeah.
Hickson, how do they find the Instagram?
At Levitt Buzz Media.
Look at that little sign you got planted up on the wall.
Oh,
Has that
that's
been there
nice.
since like last year?
No, that was there today. She snuck it up
5
there.
minutes.
Oh, you just put that up. See, that's
Remember
how
we
you
had the
have
conversation about jam and salmon paper? That's the color.
Oh, I did. I was distracted.
Right. So Morgan Hickson, director of social media and marketing.
Yep.
And also like top 6,
She also is in charge of making top 6
making
lists.
charge of top 6.
So let's keep introducing Jamie Gentura. He's in charge of all the technical expertise.
Executive producer.
Executive producer. He's also in charge of all the technical mistakes.
Well, he's in charge of plugging things in.
He is in charge of plugging things in, and you know he did a great job plugging things in. But what he forgot to do was flip the
Right. So
the
kids
ons.
at home, when you plug things into a power strip, the button has to be lit
If it's not lit,
or it's not
nothing's plugged in.
charging. Davis, you are the talent.
I am the talent. I've also started my own talent
Also
agency.
director of censorship. I run ideas by Davis, and if he doesn't think they're fit for YouTube, he tells me no.
I often have to tell him no.
And then I would be like station manager,
Yeah, you're the station manager.
director of
running all-
Buzz Media Sports.
Yeah, well, we're going to get into all our conglomerates later.
Right.
So, what is this show? You may be asking yourself that we're watching on this freshman and sophomore day. So, Buzz Media is a creation of us a few years back.
Right.
I think maybe 2017. But it really took off. The live part took off during the shutdown.
Right, but I think you have to dial the story back a little bit further. You have to go back to the original Channel 11. So
yes.
Godfather Randy Swift,
Yes.
who's now holed up in some office in the middle of the building, but he originated Channel 11,
Yes.
or TV 11, which was a student-run TV station, which
Right.
actually is still on.
It's still on. I don't think there's any,
Cable.
I think there's just like an announcement screen up.
Right,
For the last several years, but it is still there.
right. And Jamie was a member of TV 11 back in the day, right?
Yes.
Yes, maybe. So then we started this class a couple of years ago. You can take a course called video production.
Yes.
It's running 2G this semester, and as part of that course, you can do sporting events, you can make videos, you can do podcasts.
All kinds of things. Well, so last year during the shutdown, we created a tremendous amount of content. Many hours of content.
Right. And prior to that, we had a pretty good podcast going too.
There was a
Student
good
Run podcast was pretty good.
There was a good podcast. We did
And then-
a lot of content.
Right, and then we had Corona closure.
Today, you're going to see the first ever production from Buzz Media Studios, which is our filmmaking.
Correct.
So, by the way, I hope that everybody's actually watching. We're assuming they are. It
Well,
says.
we have 10 new followers on the Instagram.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
clearly
yeah.
people are watching. Clearly people are watching. Yeah, we have our first Buzz Media Studios production.
Right,
Go
let's-
It Old Plow is going to debut in just a few minutes.
Right.
And
But before we get to that.
oh, I know what I wanted to say though is
Oh, go ahead.
well, we can come. No, yeah, you go ahead.
Do we want to do birthdays and on this day now, or do we
Yeah,
want to do that
yeah,
after?
let's hit the
Okay, so
birthdays.
normally we recognize some birthdays on here. If you have a birthday, throw it up in the chat. Tomorrow, a little early birthday, James Madison Leavitt's birthday, who happens to be the star of the movie that
The
we
star
made,
of the
really,
movie,
right?
the founder of Leavitt Area High School,
Right.
is born tomorrow.
Right.
Happy
he
birthday,
actually was
James.
born in 1847, not tomorrow, but
1826.
oh really?
I got the-
1847.
Nah,
in the
that's for
notes.
something else, which I'll share with you in a minute.
Oh, okay.
1826 is the year he was born.
Oh, on this day.
On
in
this
1847,
day, in
James
1847,
Madison Leavitt.
the day before his 21st birthday,
Yes.
he said, "Go to Old Plow," and he left Turner
Right.
and headed to the big city.
So tell us about the statement "Go an Old Plow," because that is the name of the movie.
Yeah, all right. So I researched Go to Old Plow. I am the star of Go to Old Plow. I'm not the best actor. It started off as a movie and then it turned into a musical. It's very much like Hamilton.
Directed by yours truly.
Yes, directed by Mike Atley. It's all his vision,
My directorial debut.
making it come alive. So I did go to the Turner Historical Society to do some research the other day.
You starred in the movie. You're James Madison Leavitt.
James Madison Leavitt. You're going to see a lot of things. So the reason we made this movie is this. James Madison Leavitt, actually, him and his wife Clorinda, who is way underrated, by the way.
Played by.
Miranda Mishu.
Yep.
They donated their great fortune to build this school because they wanted the children of Turner.
So they're the reason you guys are sitting here right
Yes, we would have no Buzz Media without them.
now. And they used to be. This was an institute until I believe 1966.
Yes.
And when it was an institute, they built a dorm, which
By Mercy Berry.
is James Madison's sister,
Madison's younger
right?
sister, Mercy.
James Madison Leavitt's younger sister. Right?
So I guess the reason for this movie is every year we talk about James Madison Leavitt, but like
He's in your agenda book. You can
it's
read
in your
the story.
agenda book, we read it, and you're supposed to read it in HPT, but we're like, we want to see what was really going on in his life. How did this happen? So
We
you're
needed
gonna
to bring this to life.
yeah, I think it's a powerful performance. Are we
All right.
ready for it? Or are we still going?
I think we should go through the birthdays and the on this day real quick,
All right, yep, let's
and then
do
we'll show
those.
the movie. So we got some birthdays today. Today, this one is actually a little bit sad. He passed away a couple days ago. John Thompson, the basketball coach at
really?
Georgetown.
Yeah.
So I rewatched on Twitter last night Allen Iverson's Hall of Fame acceptance speech because Allen Iverson played for John Thompson at Georgetown.
Yep.
And it was pretty cool, pretty touching. So
Yeah, that's really cool. Loved it.
John Thompson also played for the Celtics, won two titles with the C's.
Didn't know that.
And then the coach of the Hoyas for a long time, Patrick Ewing,
Right.
Alonzo Mourning, pretty good. Terry Bradshaw, quarterback of the Steelers. Jim Thies, if you're watching, I know you're excited. They used to say that Terry Bradshaw, even though he was a quarterback, could not spell cat, even if you spotted him the C and the A. Is that, like, I got another one, another good sports one for you. Lennox Lewis.
Oh, Lennox
The
Lewis.
boxer,
He's
English-
the British
the
boxer.
British boxer, Lennox-
Yeah, it always
Lennox
seems weird that he's a boxer, but he sounds so sophisticated.
55 today. Salma Hayek, famous actress.
Yeah.
54. I mean, she's got nothing on Miranda Mishu or
No.
Nicole Marcotte, who plays Mercy Berry in this.
Nicole Marcotte. We're
Right.
going to be ready for the Mercy Berry spin-off movie.
Yeah,
Right.
oh mercy.
And
Oh,
then,
Mercy.
I was going to put this in the Gotta Choose that we have coming up later, but I forgot. So I'll just ask you, the birthday reminded me. Keanu Reeves, 56 today.
Oh,
Right?
Keanu.
So, did
Bill
you
and
see?
Ted 3 is out now. I haven't streamed it
Yeah,
yet.
Bill and Ted 3. What do you think?
I can't wait, and I've heard it's excellent.
All right, better Keanu movie, Bill and Ted or Point Break? Or The
Break.
Matrix?
Point Break. First of all, Matrix is fine.
Right. Point Break is a
is
classic.
a classic.
And the remake is like,
Oh,
But-
Point Break. Kids, if you've never heard of Point Break, you don't know
Dude,
what I'm talking about.
watch the original.
I like
Swayze
that. Can I
and
just
Keanu.
say that we had a meeting where we're like, we should really direct the show at things that freshmen and sophomores understand, and we've just talked about athletes and movies. They have no
clue
idea.
about. None. So
You should watch Point Break.
you should. It's a good. I mean,
He's like, I am an FBI agent.
Swayze and Keanu Reeves.
That's
Great
great.
movie.
Great
movie.
movie.
Also, the source of inspiration for the football team picture a few years ago, where all the coaches wore president's masks.
Oh yeah,
Which is good. All right, some other things that you know nothing about. That we need to mention that
Matt Strong. It's he's our real audience.
he is. We dedicated a whole show to him once.
Yeah, we did once. If you want to go back to the archives, you can see the very special Matt Strong Morning Buzz episode.
Right, just go into the archives.
I think it was Memorial Day.
Some things that have happened on this day in history. In 1859, a super solar storm hit.
Whoa!
Shut down all the telegraphs. So kind of like today, something shut down the interwebs outside there, and
But the whole everything, all the telegrams are down.
all the telegraphs, yeah,
Telegraphs,
all the
yeah, telegraphs.
Telegrams, I think.
Well, you
those
send a
just need delivery
telegram
guys.
through a telegraph, don't you?
No, I think a telegram is like when somebody knocks on your door and sings you a song.
Yeah, but it's still okay. That's a telegraph. Because the telegraph goes like city to city. It goes to the telegraph office. Then they send. So someone in Boston sends a telegraph to.
What was Mr. McFeely? Wasn't he on Mr. Rogers or Captain Kangaroo or
Yeah,
something?
but where do you think those
Singing telegrams?
telegrams? They are singing telegrams, but where do you think those meant? Like, how do they know?
Also in 1864, William Tecumseh Sherman
burned Atlanta.
burned Atlanta,
Yeah.
leading the Union to
Yeah,
victory in the Civil
the
War.
march to Georgia.
Right.
He went down, burned it. Then later he went up into South Carolina. It's
1901.
History, kids.
Right, some more history. 1901, Teddy Roosevelt coined the term
Walk softly and carry a
"speak
big.
softly."
Speak softly and carry a big stick.
Right. You should
I love
also-
Teddy.
You should walk softly too.
Walk softly.
You don't want heavy steps. That always reminds me when somebody says coin the term of what do we got?
We got on this day.
Oh.
Mrs. Bukowski. Today is Knowledge Day, the day when the school year traditionally starts in Russia,
In Russia.
which means the sophomores are having a very Russian start to the year.
That's true. Next, 1945, VJ Day.
Victory over Japan.
Yeah, they surrendered on this day
Nice,
in 1945. I got a sports one for you. Somebody you guys don't know, but you should. No, really, this is like a kind of a historical one.
Okay.
Wilma Rudolph won her first of 3 gold medals by running, and I know Jamie as the track coach will be impressed here, an 11.0 in the 100-meter dash.
That's fast.
That's cool.
Wow. What year?
1960.
That's really fast for 1960. That's really
That's
fast.
crazy because they didn't have like the fancy Nike.
It's probably fast for now, right?
It's fast for now, yeah.
Like what's
They're going under 11.
What's the Leah Trask run the 100 in? That's what I want to know.
It was not 11. It was like 12 something.
So there you go. Like
Right,
Leah
yeah.
Trask is the fastest girl I know,
Fastest girl in Maine, right? Last year, like.
right?
Yeah, definitely.
And Wilma Rudolph
That's
runs the
really
100 a full second faster than Leah Trask.
That's really fast.
Sorry, Leah, you're still good. I mean, Wilma Rudolph is like a national treasure. So,
She's a national treasure.
You're not talking trash about Aaliyah here.
right.
We're just celebrating national.
1969. I don't know if you guys are aware of these things. There's these things called ATMs. 1969, the first ATM in New York.
Automatic
Teller machine.
teller machine, yeah.
And I don't know why they call it that, because it's really a giving machine. Like, it gives you money.
Well, you're telling it you want some money.
That's true.
We're
Well,
like
bank teller.
bank teller,
Oh,
teller machine. Yeah, makes sense.
That's
All
good.
right,
Good
can
job,
we-
Morgan. Good research.
I just want to get through this because I'm so
All right,
excited
I
about Total
got 2 more. 1989, Motley Crue released the album Dr. Feelgood, which had Kickstart My Heart on there. Some great. I'm a Motley Crue guy, man. I love the Crue.
I just like how not relevant everything we're bringing up is.
If you guys aren't listening to Motley Crue, you should be. And then, oh man, I'm having a hard time reading my writing here. 1993.
All right, now we're talking.
The 10th MTV Music Video Awards. And this is a trivia for you, because we're going to play some trivia with Mr. Shaw later today. Who in 1993 at those 10th MTV Music Video Awards won the Best Male and Female Artist or Group? So, best of the best, 1993, male artist or group, female artist or group. Who you got?
Wait, am I naming a male and a female?
Yes, both. Yeah. What do you got?
93.
93.
Madonna.
Hey,
Jamie said Madonna, is that right?
no.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't think so. It's way too late for Madonna to be winning. Nirvana?
No, Davis. I would think you would have known it was Pearl Jam.
Oh, no!
Because in case you guys didn't know at home,
No.
Davis thinks he was in Pearl Jam.
No,
He
they
has,
changed.
he has
I
12
didn't think I
Pearl
was.
Jam posters in his house.
Alright, I didn't think I was in it. I have several in my classroom, but they replaced drummers a lot, and I always felt like I could drum because I like to like keep a beat to a song, so I thought that was a potential.
I'm sure they take you. The female one you'll never get. It was En Vogue.
Oh, that was a good one.
Who was really in vogue at the time in '93, and you guys don't know him, so check him out.
Anna from The Office loves Motley Crue.
Yeah. I don't know why you wouldn't. All right, we're on to this video.
On this video, go to Plow, tell us what you think.
This is really in lieu of your teacher standing there reading you the story out of the agenda book.
Yeah,
right?
this is the story comes
So
to
we
life.
still want you to read it, but this is...
Well, you don't even need to read it, really.
It's going to be
All right.
good.
Mr. Shaw, it is a pleasure to be here. I just feel like something's missing. Who is James Madison Leavitt?
Well, David, have a seat right there and I'll tell you the story of James Madison Leavitt.
Sons of the soil are we, lads of the field and flock.
Turning our swords, asking no odds.
Where is a life so sweet? Sons of the soil are we, men of the coming years.
Facing the dawn, brain ruling brawn.
Lords of the land will be. Farming and Turner is really for me.
We're farmers. That's what we do.
Well, that's what we do because there's nothing else in this town for us. But I think that there's something for me somewhere else. I don't know. I think it's time. Go it, old Plow. I'm heading out.
What do you mean? What are you going to do?
I want to be on my own. I want to be independent by myself. I'm going to go find my fame and fortune. Can you spot me a little cash?
Take this. Use 25 to get there,
Okay.
25 to make a life of yourself once you're there,
Yes.
and then 25 when you eventually fail to come back.
Wait!
Oh, Mercy!
Jimmy, what about the horses?
You can, Mercy, the horses love you. You can take care of them. I know you can.
Okay, Jimmy, well, I brought you your favorites.
Oh, thank you. Umbrellas for sale. So many umbrellas. So many umbrellas. Umbrella! Get your umbrella! Umbrella! Oh, sir, can I interest you in one of these farms? Oh, I'm sorry about that. No.
Help you, sir?
Yeah, I'm down to my last money here, and it's time for me to buy a ticket to, you know, how far south can I go with that?
25 bucks will get you a one-way ticket to Georgia.
I'll take it.
Mr. Leavitt, I have a question.
Yes.
Have you always wanted to become a teacher?
Well, let me tell you, children of Georgia, I am not a son of Georgia. I'm actually from Turner, Maine, far away, where I was a farmer. And I went to New York and discovered my true passion, selling umbrellas. But I failed as an umbrella salesman. So now I'm here and I know the value of education, so I'm teaching you. Oh, well, now that's a really nice umbrella.
Actually, it's a parasol.
Oh, well, where I come from in Turner, Maine, we call those umbrellas.
I, too, am from Turner.
What?
Clorinda Bates.
Nice to meet you, Miss Bates. So sophisticated. I am much attracted to her. We will marry. Clorinda, life is so great now that we're married. It would only be perfect if we weren't in Georgia. I don't really like this country life. I wish we could go back to New York, but I failed as an umbrella salesman. I don't know how to sell an umbrella.
Jimmy, it's all about the twirl.
So like, I just do this, and then this. Oh, I think I get it. Oh, sir, would you like an umbrella?
Nice twirl. I'll take one.
Clorinda, we've had such a long and successful life here in Brooklyn. The umbrella business is just so great, but we never had any children. What should we do with all of our wealth?
build a school.
Oh, that is a great idea. But where would we build it?
Turner, Maine.
Oh, and it shall be well endowed. Oh, this is such a great idea.
What about the horses, Jimmy?
We'll build a stable for the horses. And it's all done, Mercy. We have finished. We've built the finest school for the children of Turner.
You've done well, Jimmy.
Really, I can't take credit. It was all Clorinda's idea. She cared so much about the town we grew up in.
Here, Jimmy, you have a candy. Now let's go feed them horses.
You built a beautiful school, Jimmy, but you never got the dormitory done. Where will the children live? I don't know. Oh, Jimmy, the children are gonna love Berry Hall.
And that's the story of how Mercy finally finished the dormitory to finish off the original school.
Very cool.
You say that working the soil's not a price that you're willing to pay. Insane! You give up the farm for the price of some fortune and fame. I'm so blue. I thought that we made an arrangement when you went away. Now you're being untrue. But despite our estrangement, I've got a small query for you. What comes next? You've been freed. Do you know how hard it is to lead? You're on your own. Awesome! Wow! Do you have a clue what happens now? Wages rise, stocks will fall. It's much harder when it's all your call. All alone in NYC, when nobody wants umbrellas, don't come crawling back to me. Da 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 da. Good luck.
Are we back?
We're back.
We're back, and there it is. I can't wait to hear the response from you. Let us know in the chat what you think.
Now, if you sign up for Buzz Media, you're gonna get to be part of making this entire movie.
Yeah, making this movie or making other films in what we've called the Levitt Cinematic Universe.
Right.
So you can make I feel like there's a movie about Clorinda to be made.
Right.
There's a movie about Mercy to be played.
Right.
And then there's definitely a movie about the farmhand. Like, I would love to know the backstory of the farmhand. That was a great performance by Chris Felly. Brita Gone is upset.
Right. Most of her parts got left on the cutting room floor.
Yeah. Well, you know, Bree, not everything makes the final film. Like,
That's show business.
There were other things.
Right.
You had a line that was cut.
I did, because the $25 not only got Davis a train ticket, it also got him a root beer.
I thought the root beer was good, but Jim Turner made those tough decisions.
Right. He's executive producer, Bree. I'm just the director. I'm in charge of what happens on set.
We do need, Shafeli will need to publish an album. It'll be on Buzz Media Records, our record label.
Right.
And we have Mr. Shaw ready to come in. Mr. Shaw, let's come right on in this morning. Mr. Shaw, you just watched the trailer?
I did, yeah.
And I'm sure you have a lot of thoughts.
Well, initially, I think it's fairly convenient that the guy called The Talent is the one who's starring in the show. Like, that's
of course. Well,
big surprise there. I also found it intriguing that for a few of the characters who probably never left Turner in their life, they sounded very much like they've been in, Georgia.
Well,
so that was
when you live a place though, you pick up the accent.
Yeah,
Like,
I went to school in North Carolina for a while. When I came back, it might have had a little bit of an accent.
You'll notice in my character, I didn't have a southern accent until I was old, and that's because it took me a while to develop that accent. I'm a character actor. I was
clearly
in it.
Clearly, yeah. No, I thought it was great.
Mr. Chappelli?
Oh, outstanding! Stole the show.
Yeah.
I can see why you put him at the end so he wouldn't steal your thunder during the show.
Now, what did you think about?
Jamie calls that saving the best for last.
Yeah. What did you think about Mr. Gaughan's part? That's exactly the right response.
I feel bad that perhaps she got cut.
There is a potential movie There's a potential future movie called Children of Georgia. That's just about Mr. Rondo and Mr. Gaughan, and we'll find out their whole backstory.
All right.
Any other thoughts on the film?
I also thought it was great how you gave yourselves until 2024 to pull off the entire movie.
We're going to need to get some more funding, obviously, to have the special effects and the explosions, things like that.
Yeah, I can see that. No, it's great. I think that it summed it up, and you guys pulled it off, and it looked really good.
And now, all right, so look, we can be sincere. James Madison Leavitt really is why we're here.
Yeah, absolutely. His contribution to the town and to the communities ultimately became the school district is carrying forward and carries forward now with the trustees of Levin Institute, who manage a significant amount of scholarship funds and grants that they give to school every year, and that grows. It grows every year with additional contributions from other community members.
And that's formed like in the 60s?
It did, around the same time that the corporation was incorporated around 1900.
Yeah.
And they changed their role a little bit when the school district was formed.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and then for the perfect circle, so James Madison Leavitt made a school. People came here. It was a private institute. Eventually, it becomes a public school. You get the trustees. Eventually, the trustees fund our equipment.
That's right.
Which allows us to make the movie. We're just giving back to James. We're completing the circle. Thank you, James.
Yeah, it's great.
And what else we got from Mr. Shaw?
We're going to play some trivia in a minute to finish.
All right.
But first, we'd probably be remiss if we just didn't ask you, we had the freshmen on campus yesterday. We get the freshmen and sophomores on today. How you feeling about it? How's it going? Give us an update.
I'm feeling good about it. It's great to have some students in the building, and we went a long time without having anybody in the building. So to have staff back last week and have students back this week, I think that's what a school's for, right? To have people in it. So it's less eerie for sure. It's kind of weird to be walking around here with nobody around. So that's great. Obviously, I think people have noticed that things are a little bit different. Like, we're wearing masks, we're staying away. Even in the video, you're throwing money at James Madison and grabbing parasols from a distance. I'm going to go back to the video for a minute. Mr. Parkin had a lot of different roles in that particular
Yeah, he played like 5 people.
Yeah.
He did.
But yeah, it's been a good. Well, last week was a great week to prep up, but things went well yesterday, and it's still early, but things are going great today. And this is really, even though it's all freshmen and all sophomores, this is really the amount of students we'll typically have in the building on any given day. So we're going to get a good sense of what that's going to be starting on Thursday when we have cohort B here.
Right. Tomorrow's kind of an off day.
Tomorrow is the remote day.
Yep.
And we're still gearing up for that. So freshmen and sophomores will likely have a HBT meeting tomorrow because they'll have their computers, and then we'll start rolling in with juniors and seniors for cohort B that are here on Thursday. We'll get them their computers and so that everybody's ready to go. With
cohort A, juniors, seniors will get their computers on Monday.
On Tuesday.
Monday's Labor Day.
Right. Now, question for you. The arrows on the ground.
The arrows on the ground.
Did you personally experiment walking around this building?
I have personally experimented walking around this building to get from point A to point B.
What would you say is the hardest room to get to? Do you know? Hardest location? A challenge for our students watching?
It's pretty difficult to get from Mrs. Boutot, Mr. Leposky, and Mr. Gray's room to get to, let's say, Mr. Stockwell's room.
So you're down in Gray's room. So you got to go.
First of all, if you're in Gray's room, it's like Hotel California.
It is.
Because all the arrows point into it.
And you just can't
You
leave.
can go in, but you ain't leaving.
You got to
It's like a
sneak
choose
out.
your own adventure book.
Right.
You chose wrong, and now you're
That's
just.
right. So you got to go across the gym and out into the courtyard, back into the main entrance of the stairway, and then you can choose your direction at that point. But you got to go down towards the cafeteria, back down towards the cafeteria, up the stairs, and then to Mr. Stockwell's room. So you're
gonna get your steps in.
You're gonna get your steps in.
So I went the other day from my room to Angela Wright's room, and I had to use the stairs twice and go outside once.
Yep.
It's awesome. It's great. I love it. It's a challenge, guys. It's just a game.
Oh, man.
What else? Are we ready for Gotta Choose?
It's trivia.
I mean, trivia.
Playing trivia today.
James Madison Levitt trivia.
James
right?
Madison Levitt trivia.
You can play along at home.
Really putting you on the spot.
We really like people in the chat. You know, keep it interactive as best you can.
Play along. When James Madison Levitt said go at Old Plow and went out on his own, how much money did his parents give him?
I believe it was $75.
That is correct. And we made a belt so I can ding.
Follow-up question. What was the reasoning behind the 75?
I think that's all he had.
Oh, Davis?
Nope. His mom said, take $75, $25 to travel somewhere, $25 to live on.
I knew that, but I think he had.
Oh, that was all they had.
And what was the last
talk about
25 for?
The 25 is when you fail.
To get home.
Which is a pretty discouraging. Children, can you imagine if your parents were like, here, this is your money to succeed, and then when you don't, this is your money to come back.
I gotta give her credit for keeping it real. Right?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Everybody likes to keep it real. Number 2, you're 1 for 1 so far, by the way. Nice work. James Madison Levitt made him some money by buying some land around the Brooklyn Bridge and then sold that. Is it how much he bought it for? Is that the question?
I don't know.
Or how much did he sell it for? It's how much he sold it for.
How much did he sell
How
it
much
for?
did he sell the city block for to make his first initial big chunk of change?
I'm gonna say $1 million. I don't know. I've never.
It was in the 1870s.
I've never heard that number, so I don't know.
All right. Davis?
So now I don't remember. It's all right. So what I do remember, you kind of messed it up. Maybe I should tell the story.
Okay.
What happened is there was a whole city block in Brooklyn that no one wanted to buy, so he got it dirt cheap for 25 grand. Then they built the Brooklyn Bridge, so it became super valuable.
Right.
A couple years later, it was worth $250,000.
There you go. That's a pretty good turnaround.
It's 10 times what he...
10 times what he paid for it. This school wouldn't exist if we hadn't made money off the Brooklyn Bridge.
Right.
Way to go, JML.
That's right.
All right, next one. Davis, correct me if I'm wrong on this one, too,
Okay.
because I kind of chicken scratched this when we were doing it yesterday. James Madison attended 2 schools in Maine that are not Levitt. One is a current school in Maine, the other one a former that no longer exists. Can you name one or both of those?
Monmouth Academy is one of them.
That is correct.
Ding, ding, ding.
I can't remember the other one.
Davis?
Norway Academy.
Norway Academy, which must be the former Oxford Hills High School.
I would
right?
think. Yeah.
There you go. All right, we'll give you half for that one, so you're at 1.5.
Well, you told me to name one, so I named one.
Also, the money question was kind of impossible because we didn't really have a question.
Right.
Wow.
True. All right, we'll give you 2 out of 3.
Yeah,
That
that's
sounds
fair.
right. What's the over-under, JP? Did we put it at 4.5?
Those
Yeah,
who
yeah.
see this, they're losing their mind behind the camera.
Pretty sure they lost their mind a long time ago. Number 4, what was Clorinda Levitt, formerly Clorinda Bates, what was her big gift to the Institute?
Her gift to the Institute. A piano.
Piano is correct.
Yeah, that is correct. You saw that scene
3 out
where
of
she
4.
was obviously not fake playing piano at all. Like,
Oh, I
could
didn't
see
even
it.
relate that to the scene. I just knew
Yeah,
that.
that was the scene of
there
her
you
playing. That was the other line that Mrs. DeGau's
Just
line
know.
was cut. So she actually had 2 lines. Both of them didn't make the production.
What was James Madison Levitt's brother's name?
Oh, I don't know.
Davis?
I don't remember either. Bill. Ted.
Lewis.
Oh, that was close.
Speaking of Bill and Ted, a new Bill and Ted movie.
We
I know.
talked about it earlier.
It's on my
Keanu
head.
Reeves' birthday today, 56.
Big fan.
Point Break.
See? I told you, kids. You gotta watch.
All right, you got to get this one to get the over-under here. Where did James Madison Levitt die?
In New York.
We'll give it to
We
you.
give it
was
to Brooklyn.
Oh, sorry, Brooklyn, but New York, yeah.
I don't know if they've merged yet into the. So.
All right, I think that's what we got for you. I think we got to get. I think we got to wrap this thing up because the green light over there is blinking.
Or we do.
We got to get.
Yeah, we got time.
Yeah, we got to get our.
Sean, thank you for coming by. We have a quick interview. The camera could die because it wasn't plugged in.
We're ready.
We got to back up though.
All right, we're going no matter what.
We're gonna back up. The blinking light in the background means.
Chafelli pointed out the piano. Well, the other thing with the piano is we're saving some of it. You can come right over to the seat. We're saving some of the best scenes for the final product in 2024.
Correct. So we have
Mr. Fitzsimons or Fitzsimmons. Is that
Fitzsimmons? No, I took it off. I figured we'd ask him now.
We can just ask. All right, it's Fitzsimmons. We weren't sure because I've done some of both.
No problem.
Mr. Fitzsimmons.
Coming up, I don't know what's on the question.
New math teacher.
New math teacher coming from Gardner.
Yes.
We won't hold it against you.
Trading a Tiger for Hornets. Well, it's like the freshmen were Tigers at the middle school, and now they're Hornets. So you're just like the freshmen. And what class are you going to teach this year?
It said on the notes to welcome the guests.
That's a welcoming. I feel like it was a compliment. What are you insulting the freshmen? He's just like you, kids.
I'll do Algebra 1, Algebra 3, and Algebra 2 on White Day. So I'll get them all the algebras.
So you must have some freshmen.
Yeah, definitely 2 classes.
Nice.
Yeah. That makes the answer on one of these got to choose questions an easy one. You have to rewrite that one while you're asking this question.
No, wait, I don't know what else is on that card because we didn't talk ahead of time plan this, but where did you come from originally?
Lewiston. Born in Lewiston,
Oh,
stayed
Blue
there
Devil.
until I went to college. Yeah. And then I was a Beaver at Farmington.
So now you're Blue Devil is kind of a cool mascot, actually, I have to say.
Yeah.
And then Beaver's a weird one. But
yeah.
Hornets
You're a
are
UMF guy too, right?
Oh yeah. Oh Beaver. Hickson, also UMF. We got a lot of UMF in the room right now.
We do. We have a lot of Orno here, I've noticed.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
We should start more of a UMF Orno rivalry. Maybe we can throw that down.
Oh, I think it won't be much of a rivalry because one group will be winning all the time.
Because
see.
halfway sets the rules, that's why.
Yeah. All right, let's get this rolling. I don't know.
Well, I got one more question for you. Like, you're kind of new to Levitt here. What's the number one thing you've noticed about Levitt over your last week here? In working with the staff.
Yeah, I mean, it's incredibly spacious. The staff are all relaxed, nice, welcoming. You just get a sense when you're here that the outdoors is a good place to be. People like to do things when they're out of teaching. They like to be in mountains. They like to go on hikes. They like to be active. So, yeah, I like that, having a staff that is willing to see life outside of here as well.
Who's your, I'm throwing an extra guy to choose in there. Who's your favorite Buzz Media personality right now?
I've always had a soft spot for the people behind the scenes.
That's good.
Smart play.
Who did you get for a mentor? Teacher mentor?
Miss Bean.
Ooh, Miss
Nice.
Bean.
Miss Bean, another Levitt guy.
She works in my department, so it's great. She's got a lot of good insight already, getting me ready to continue being a teacher.
And then wait, all right, last one. We really do got to keep going because this is supposed to end. But what did you think of the trailer?
The trailer?
For
the movie?
The movie?
Going Old Plow, yeah.
I mean, that was good. I'd watch it again. I'd show my friends.
That was
look at these guys.
Your words were positive, but your tone was that was good.
Yeah, it's all right.
All right, we gotta keep rolling.
All right, we got a game that we play on this show called Gotta Choose, and there is one rule of the game. It's that you have to choose.
Have to choose.
Yeah, you can't.
No diplomacy here.
Exactly,
Right.
none whatsoever. And we've designed these questions to try to reveal a little bit about you as a person.
Sure.
So, the first one, I don't know where this came from. I don't know who writes these.
You wrote it.
I'm going to go to number 2, and I'll come back to number 1. And I'm going to change it, too, because I make up the rules, as Hickson mentioned. Originally, it was geometry or algebra, but since you're teaching all algebra, I'm assuming you're going to teach that. So I'm going to go geometry or stats?
Geometry all the way. I love geometry. It's my favorite subject.
Oh.
In college, it was my favorite subject. I like to think about it. 3 scientists just did some work on the dodecahedron. I read up an article on that. It's pretty cool. So geometry all the way.
All right.
See, I'm an algebra guy all the way. Love the
Algebra
algebra. I kind of think algebra's fun.
I mean,
No joke.
I use the algebra more, but I love geometry more. So
I think Bill DeSoy's a dodecahedron guy, though.
Dodecahedron guy. Are you algebra or geometry? No, it's not.
I use more algebra and physics. I'm not as big of a fan of, well, I don't know. I will say one thing about like coaching football. There's a lot of geometry in it. A lot of triangles. A lot of triangles. All right, number 2. We'll see what this reveals about you. Alvin, Simon, or Theodore?
We would have to go with Simon on this one.
Very relevant for the kids. I think that's what all the kids are watching today.
Alvin and Chipmunks came out as a movie when these guys were kids, so they know.
Oh yeah.
They know.
There's an
All right, next one. Captain America or Captain Obvious?
We have to go with Captain America all the way. First of all, my son's got the outfit. He wears it all the time.
There you
so
go.
How can I go against that? And Captain Obvious, well, I see him every day, so.
Hey, wait, I have a question. Tell me if this seems like a good pitch. James Madison Leavitt is frozen in the 1890s and then wakes up in 2020, and we make a movie about him at Leavitt right now, like Captain America. That's not a strong response.
I actually think you stole it from Quantum Leap, which is another show. Right?
We
Great
should do
show.
Quantum Leap
Scott
where
Bakula.
James Madison Leavitt jumps into different people.
We should.
We
All
got a
right,
lot.
Captain America. Davis, you kind of remind me of Captain Obvious.
Oh, I thought you were saying Captain America.
No, Parkin reminds me more of. We forgot to mention Parkin earlier too. He's in charge of picking things up and putting them down.
Yeah.
And security.
Security, keeps running things in the studio.
Stuff like that. And a very talented actor. All right, Led Zeppelin or the Rolling Stones?
Well, let's go with Led Zeppelin because I broke my leg and it was permanently engraved into my cast for all of my friends to see in giant block letters. So I just kind of took it on
That's
as
awesome.
one of my supporting band numbers. So
We're clearly going to be friends. That was the right answer. Number 5, better movie, Shawshank or Pulp Fiction?
Oh, Shawshank all the way. Shawshank is incredible.
I believe on the Instagram there was some word that Going Old Plow is the Shawshank Redemption for a new generation.
I put it in there. And even though we'll be friends, we're going to have to discuss this later on because that was the wrong answer. That's all right. Shawshank's good. And last one, Twitter or Facebook?
I'd have to go with Facebook because I don't have a Twitter account.
All right.
So
No
just
tweeting.
have to go with what I'm familiar with.
All right, there you go. That's today's episode of Gotta Choose.
All right, so now
we got top 6.
we gotta do top 6 and then we're out of here.
All right, top 6. Morgan came up with the
Thank
top
you,
6.
Mr. Fitzsimmons.
Thank you, Mr. Fitzsimmons.
And we're gonna talk about this one for just
top
a minute.
6. Buzz Media is a
Buzz Media conglomerates.
Yes, conglomerates.
We're waiting for Centura to get the camera on this a little better. That's not the right
There
thing.
we go. The top 6 Buzz Media conglomerates.
just
I don't
there
know
you
what
go.
order these are in.
All right. Oh, well, we'll see. Number 6.
Number 6.
Drum roll.
Brrr.
Buzz Media Podcast.
Oh, the Buzz Media Podcast, the student podcast, coming back.
Coming back soon, Buzz
Coming
Media
back.
Podcast to talk
You're going
about
to get
sports.
a father-son, Mike Hathaway, Wyatt Hathaway podcast coming at you next week on Friday.
Excellent.
Next Friday.
Launching on Friday. We'll be ready for that.
Big initial unleashing of the podcast. And Ben Ferris doesn't know this yet, but Ben, if you're watching at home, we're going to be putting on a podcast the Tuesday after that. So
Excellent.
there you go.
All right. Number 5. Buzz Media Publishing.
Ooh,
so this morning.
This is a new one.
This is a brand new one. As of like 7:10 this morning.
Right.
Buzz Media, we did a corporate takeover and we bought out the Buzz newspaper.
Right.
That Mrs. Saras is running, and now that is owned by Buzz Media. So
Correct.
Buzz Media Publishing, if you would like to be involved in the newspaper,
right.
You just got to contact Miss Saras, either email or stop by room 105.
Or Davis.
Or me. Or Hickson. She's also going to be helping out. So
You
Buzz
can
Media,
just hit her up on the Insta.
It's like, we're just creating a Buzz Media empire. It's really...
Here we go. Number 4 in the Buzz Media empire is Buzz Media Con.
Buzz Media Con. So next year we're planning a big...
It's not really part of the empire. It's more of an event.
We're going to have a big Buzz Media convention where you can dress as your favorite Buzz Media host. You can reenact your favorite Buzz Media things, like when we set fire to the matches or when Jamie failed at the soap experiment.
You know what? One of my favorite ones is, of all the Buzz Media things, it's when Gray put on the mascot.
Oh, yeah.
Suit. That was gold.
Yeah. So Buzz Media Con, you can come as any Buzz Media celebrity.
All right,
Number
next.
3, Buzz Media Studios.
Studios, making movies.
Yes, as you saw the trailer today, we might make movies, we might just
We're putting together an order today with our trustee money.
Yes, to
get some
iPads,
editing, stuff
so
like
we
that.
made that movie, but really want you to make movies.
Right.
So students, we want you to be involved, make some movies. You can be in the video production class, but even if you're not, you can just talk to us and we'll figure it out.
Yeah, come find me.
All right.
Buzz Media Sports.
Oh, Buzz Media Sports. Hopefully we'll be having Buzz Media Sports.
If there are sports, but
Right.
there's actually a very good chance if there are sports, there may not be fans or very
So
few
Buzz
fans.
Media Sports is going to be huge.
So if you would like to help produce some sporting content, you can be involved in it. We have
Yes, you can.
it'll be all.
We actually offer that one as an independent study, so you can actually get some credit.
You
for
can
that
get a
too.
little credit.
Little credit.
All right, and
Credit
finally,
and debit, I'm going credit.
number
All right,
one. Buzz Media News.
Buzz Media
which
News.
is this.
Right.
This hard-hitting news you've been getting all morning, where you learn things like whose birthday it is.
What happened on this day?
On this day.
What's the status of Kim Jong-un?
Yes, interviews with Mr. Shaw.
Right.
Who knows what else?
Right.
Oh, we never did ask for birthdays in the chat, I guess.
Yeah, we did. I asked for him.
Well, you just didn't get any then. All right. That, I think, is a wrap for today.
All right.
We went a little long, but we started very
Right,
late.
hit us
so.
with the outro. The outro today, I believe, is
it's-
Groover with a little inspired by the movie where James Madison Leavitt took the train to Georgia. I think
Yeah.
we're going with Midnight Train to Georgia.
Yep, but I'm not quite ready.
I'm not surprised.
I'm going to walk it closer to the mic.
Oh, Julia Nichols' birthday is tomorrow.
Oh, happy
Julia!
birthday, Julia Nichols.
Happy birthday tomorrow, Julia. Anybody else before I play it? You got
No.
anything? All right, here it is. Thank
Peace.
you. We'll be back. Oh, but my volume was off, so hold on.